Okay, good morning, students of Bramlette. How are we today? All right. Well, let's get right into it. We're going to be talking about communication today. And before I do that, I'm going to open up with a rhetorical question. Anybody know what a rhetorical question is? Nobody? Nobody? Okay. I'll give you an example. Everybody here is a Dallas Cowboys fan, right? Everybody loves the Cowboys, right?
No.
Dallas Cowboys. Everybody loves the Dallas Cowboys football team, yes?
No.
No. Get him out of here. I refuse to deal with Dallas Cowboy slander. Get him out of here. I quit.
I want you.
I'm kidding.
I don't watch football. I just like the Patriots.
Okay, cool. That's a rhetorical question. Rhetorical questions are asked for the effect, not for an answer. Okay? So we're going to go into some rhetorical questions and other types of questions. Okay? Raise your hand if you're going to be in an interview one day. You're going to be in an interview for a job one day, your first job, working at Chick-fil-A, your first job, okay. Yeah, exactly, most likely. So we're going to go over some interview types of questions. We're going to be talking about these as well, okay? Intrapersonal, interpersonal. We're going to start with the rhetorical questions, okay? Now, rhetorical questions, like I just said, they can use for humor, like I just did for jokes. But when you get to the interview, this is one of the favorite questions that they love to ask. They ask this question. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years? The reason why they ask that question is because they want to know where your mindset is. They want to know if they hire you, are you going to quit in the first 2 months and go somewhere else? Are you going to stay a year and then go to the competition? Are you going to work there 2 years, break all the company records, and when your boss retires, the boss hands you their job, and now you make what the boss makes? That's why they ask that question. Yes, sir. You had something? Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. So that's an example of a rhetorical question. We're going to move on to the open-ended questions. Open-ended questions collect feedback, okay? They acquire suggestions. They take a little bit more thought, and they produce more information. You know that it's an open-ended question when you hear these words attached to it. What, how, where, and when. So, what's your favorite football team?
I really don't care about football.
What's your favorite soccer team?
I don't care about soccer.
What do you care about?
Airsoft.
Which favorite airsoft gun?
I'll go with the Pop Action Shotgun.
Cool, okay. Here's another open-ended question. Who is your favorite pop star? Shakira, Britney Spears, Miss Aguilera, Rihanna, Beyonce. Sure. Okay, very good. So someone from the audience give me an open-ended question. Using what, where, who? Give me a question, anybody.
Who's your favorite football player on the Dallas Cowboys?
Who, me? I'm old school Dallas Cowboys fan. I would probably say Emmett Smith was my favorite Cowboy. Give me another one.
Who's your favorite singer?
My favorite singer? I don't have a favorite singer, but I'd say Chris Brown is pretty talented. He's talented, but I wouldn't call him my favorite. Yes?
Who's your favorite soccer player on Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself in 5 years probably doing what I'm doing now on a global level. Going overseas and going to talk to students on other parts of the world. Okay? All right. So that is open-ended questions. Closed-ended questions. These are questions that are yes or no questions. They're a short time frame. And these questions are using polls and surveys. So watch this carefully. Put your hand right here. Under your chin. I'm gonna teach you a big old fancy new word. Dichotomous. They made us do this when we were kids. We had everybody, the whole class, all 30 kids, we had to hold their hand under their chin and say big words so we could count the number of syllables. So when we get a big word like that, we break it down into small chunks, and then we can say them and they won't have to be afraid, okay? So dichotomous. What is dichotomous? A dichotomous, that only means A or B, 1 or 2. That's what that means. Dichotomous means that, okay? So, give me a closed-ended question. Over here. Somebody on this side. Anybody. All 4 ladies. Anybody. Closed-ended question. A or B. Let me help. Let me give you an example. Is today Sunday or Wednesday? Okay. Nobody? Oh, it'll take the whole speech time. Okay.
Yes.
We'll come back later. Okay. All right. Moving right along. These are called leading questions. Leading questions, you're gonna find that in courtroom scenarios. You're gonna find that in selling. You're gonna find that in business. If I have a product and I want you to buy my product, I'm gonna use leading questions to get information from you, like this. How excited about our new product are you? Should we offer another version of our product? Most people are excited about our new product. Are you excited about our new product? If you're excited about our new product, should we offer a cheaper version of our product? You're excited about our new product, right? That's psychology. That's sales. If you decide,
Reverse psychology.
if you decide that you want to sell stuff for a living and you want to work for corporate America, emotional intelligence, write it down, look it up later or whatever. Make sure you study emotional intelligence, because that's all that is combining these two right here, asking questions, and then processing, okay? All right. Next, we're going to talk about the rhetorical questions, all right? So we talked about that a little bit earlier, but I want to ask somebody to give me a rhetorical question. Anybody on this side give me a rhetorical question?
What's your favorite gun?
Remember, the rhetorical question, you're not looking for answers for effect, remember?
Stupid.
No, don't say that, don't say that. No, don't say that. A rhetorical question is for effect. So think of it as a joke. Watch this. If I use a rhetorical question as a joke, everybody holds their breath underwater. But have you held your breath when you're not underwater?
Yeah.
See how goofy that is?
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, I know this question.
It's for effect.
Oh.
It's for you to say, that was weird. Or, oh, okay, that was stupid. Stupid funny, but a little weird. It's for effect, it's not for an answer, okay?
So like what came first of an orange? The color or the
Bingo. That's a great example. So we're gonna go around the world in 80 days, real quick, fast, in a hurry. Now let me preface this. Let me preface it. Preface it means to set it up, okay? I'm gonna make it a safe, controlled environment where it's okay. I'm gonna ask everybody here in the room, what do you wanna be when you grow up, okay? If you don't know what you wanna be, that's okay. Okay, that's fine. No pressure. Relax. Take it easy. It's gonna be all right. Okay. We got less than 10 minutes to go. All right. So, real quick, what do you want to be when you grow up?
An Eagles player.
Eagles player. Cool. What do you want to be? A banker. Okay. What do you want to be?
I just know.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. No problem. Yes. McDonald's employee. Awesome. No, true story. True story. I have a friend. When we were in high school, he worked at McDonald's. So my other classmates pointed and made fun of him. Guess what? Regional manager, district manager. You know how much they make at McDonald's? A whole lot more money than that.
$100 an hour.
They do extremely well. Welder, you want to be in deep sea or on land? On land, good choice. Deep sea welders, they can't do that for 20, 30 years. Because when you go deep, deep, deep into the ocean, the osmotic pressure from the water, causes damage to the brain over time. So deep sea welders, they only do deep sea for a little bit, then they switch to land or something else entirely. Okay? Yes?
I don't know.
That's okay, no worries, you got time. Yes? Lawyer! Abogado. Awesome. What kind of lawyer?
Criminal.
Criminal, you want to prosecute. Cool, awesome, I admire that, much respect. How long is it going to take you to get that degree?
4 years.
Okay.
4 more years.
Wow, okay, cool. Be friends with a lawyer right now and all of you. There's plenty of them. Ask them to mentor you. Okay, serious. Yes? YouTuber, awesome. How many hours a day you gonna put in on that? If you wanna, if you wanna be a YouTuber like Mr. Beast and the other ones,
They put a lot of.
you gotta put it a minimum of 10 to 16 hours a day. Okay, if you're gonna make that kind of money. Now, if you just want $5,000 a month, it's not that critical. But if you're trying to make bankroll that kind of money, and be the household name and stuff, yeah, that's a full-time job. Don't think that you have the discretionary time. Discretionary time means that you can just do whatever you want. Okay, I'm gonna make 3 or 4 videos today, and then after that, I'm going to the pool, I'm gonna hang out. Can't do that. 10 to 16 hours. You gotta have your content, 90 days worth of content already done, and spread it out. So if you're gonna be a YouTuber, in December, you've already got January, February, March, all that done. It's already pre-recorded, it's already edited, it's already done. And you keep ahead of the game like that. Make sense? With me? All right. Yes, ma'am. You don't know? Okay, that's okay. That's okay if you don't know. Yes, ma'am. You don't know? Okay, good. I couldn't hear you. Okay, okay. It sounded like she said, okay. Oh, sorry. Yes, ma'am. Cosmetologist? Okay, hair, makeup, beauty. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Nothing wrong with that. Awesome, awesome. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. Very good. We have a wide variety of different careers and different fields, and that's good. Yes?
Oh, my brother wants to be a barber, and my sister wants to be a
Oh,
Yeah,
cosmetologist.
I never will.
Okay, you have time. You have time. Yes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. For those that said that they don't know, think about what it is that you do really well. If I had 100 kids in the room right now, what's the one thing that you probably do better or like more than the other boys and girls in that room?
Soccer, let's go.
Soccer, okay. So think about that if you are sure what you want to do, okay? All right, real quick. Intrapersonal skills and communication, okay? 4 things. Your thoughts, your views, your opinions, and your attitudes. Remember when I talked about the Dallas Cowboys? Okay, if we're working together and we're on social media and we're trash talking back and forth about the Cowboys or the Saints or whatever, well, we're just having a good old time talking, just me and him. But when we put it on social media and we say or do things that embarrasses the company that we work for, all of a sudden, we get called into the boss's office because it was pulled and flagged on social media. Because I said something as a joke, but someone thought it was offensive. Now we have a problem,
That's gonna happen either way, no matter what, because of Karens.
right? Okay, well, stay with me because you gotta keep in mind, the conversation that you have with these people that are your friends, it's an A and B conversation, okay? But once it's public on social media, that's where it can be a problem, okay? So our attitudes, our thoughts, our opinions, our views, these all happen inside of us. Interpersonal communication only involves us. There's no other parties involved. There's no individual feedback. If I say that Thor is the greatest Avenger ever, he can beat everybody, well, that's my opinion. If I say it to my friend and he agrees or disagrees, it's okay because he's my friend. It's just fine. All that happens in here. I think Thor is the best Avenger ever. He has superpowers, he's a god, da 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 da. Nobody can reel me in and say, Thor is good, but Iron Man's pretty awesome too. Hope's pretty strong. Hope's pretty strong. Nobody can tell me anything because I'm using intrapersonal. Okay? All right. Next thing, interpersonal communication. That means other people are involved. That means if I say Rihanna is better than Beyonce, and I say that out loud, ooh, 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 she spoke, she said something. Okay, sorry, let me.
You could actually say that though, that would spark up a whole war.
Yes, the beehive and everybody would tear the place down. Yes, they would. Okay, so back to that part. It's always involving other people. So when you say things out loud, you have to be mindful and sensitive to what other people feel. If I have a joke and I think it's funny, well, somebody might hear that joke and it might hurt their feelings. So that's when you have to have something called emotional intelligence and realize that the joke in nature may be designed to be funny, but it's also offensive to men, to women, to boys, to girls, to African American people, to Hispanic people. My brother would laugh at the joke. My abuela would shake a finger at me. That's not funny. Where did you hear that joke? That's not funny. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, moving on to the next piece before we close out. If you don't remember anything else from this speech, please remember this. Whoever is asking the questions controls the conversation. Whoever is asking the questions controls the conversation. Whether you're on an interview, whether you're selling something, you're selling yourself, you're selling a product, whoever asks the questions is controlling the conversation. Raise your hand if you understand. Raise your hand if you understand. Okay, good. Now, before we finish up, do you have a good breakfast?
I even get to eat breakfast.
That's not cool.
I didn't eat anything.
You didn't eat anything? What'd you eat?
I'm not. I didn't. I ate oatmeal like you.
Oatmeal. Okay, what'd you eat?
Toffee.
Okay, what'd you eat? Anybody else? What'd you eat? Do you have anything? Okay. Well, before we close, do you mind if I give you some bars for breakfast?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Can anybody spit bars in here? Anybody spit bars in here? Nobody? Nobody? You can. Okay. Is it bars that are classroom friendly bars? Oh, okay. Yeah. Sometimes we have students that can freestyle and spit bars, but not exactly classroom appropriate bars. Okay. So let me see here. I think I've got one for you. Since this is a science, technology, engineering, math, and yeah, I think I got something for you. E equals MC squared. Like a test, I got them boys scared. Spit flames with no practice. Common sense is not common practice. I keep count like an abacus. More precision than a mathematician as I triangulate on your position. My flow is deep like rivers subterranean. Flesh and bone, but my hammer's hit hard like titanium. I'm burning through these bars like acid. Messing with me is like swimming in Lake Placid. Your rhymes are weak, they go hard like plastic. Less is more, that's pithy. Petty people can miss me. I've been allergic to average since I came out of my carriage. They gave me more books than coys, so I handle my business with equipoise. I don't talk trash and make much noise. I'm a king without a crown, I'm a lord without a ring. I am the change that changed everything. Thank you. All right, any questions from the floor before we go? We've got about 2 minutes. Any questions? Questions, comments? What you did, anything you liked about the speech? Anything you liked about it? Anything you didn't like? What do you want to, oh, you like the bars, okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay, yes. Awesome bars, okay, thank you. All right, well, thank you for your time. I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you so much.